It's hard to believe. My father's been sneaking down here for years, and I never even knew about it.
That makes two of us, doesn't it? Wait. Let's just think about this. You certain you want to turn that bloody thing on?
Of course I'm certain.
You thought it through, Master Bruce?
This computer can contain all my father's research into Wayne Enterprises. All this time I've been looking for a smoking gun, and here it is.
Exactly, a smoking gun. Now, guns are for grown-ups, aren't they?
That's a metaphor, Alfred, not an argument. Here it is. It's working! It's working! What are you doing? Alfred, stop! What are you doing? Alfred? Stop it! It's ruined! It's ruined! What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Answer me!
It had to be done, Master Bruce.
Gotham, second season. How was it for all of you?
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, we sort of started off. We were very proud of the first season. The second season, we felt much more sort of confident. Our story arcs were longer, so we got an opportunity to actually play and work with each other. And I think that our interpretation of Gotham, which everyone has is in their mind's eye, especially with our wonderful fans, has been accepted. So we have more of a confidence within ourselves and the world that we embody.
I think one of the most gratifying things about the second season was just that all of us, every character in the entire show, got to, paint with a whole new set of colors. And as actors, that's really all you want. And the storylines were so fulfilling, and the emotional arcs were again just incredibly complex. And it was very exciting to be a part of it this year, definitely.
Yeah, and I think our writers very masterfully balanced so many storylines. Coming in and out, interweaving. I thought that the work that they did cultivating the season and cultivating each character was rather impressive, because it's a massive show.
I was in the process of commandeering a vehicle when two of your idiotic cozzers shot me straight in the bloody face with a stun gun. Here I am.
And there's your warrant, Captain.
Where?
He was assaulted on Gallivant's property by known associates of Gallivant.
While trespassing in Gallivant's tower, he was lawfully pursued off the property by the rightful occupants. You got nothing there.
Gallivant's got Bruce Wayne, boss, sure as eggs.
Give me real proof. We already jumped the gun once with Gallivant and we got screwed. Without solid proof, no judge is going to sign a warrant. Eggs or no eggs.
So what do you propose we do?
You hang tight. We'll dig up some health and safety issue. Get a backdoor warrant for Gallivant Towers.
Right, so how long is that going to take then?
Probably till tomorrow morning.
But
that's the best we can do. Oh, you're free to go. We'll drop your charges.
Right, well, thank you.
What were some of your favourite moments? I mean, what were some of the most fun scenes to shoot and some of the most challenging bits?
I personally, to give Alfred a voice and to get out of the manor was a joy. But I had a wonderful opportunity to sort of verbally spar with the incredibly talented Chris Chalk, who plays Lucius Fox. And for me, that was a real moment where he threatens him through breakfast food, like tucking him up like a kipper in a sausage, the language that he didn't understand, nor did my American cousins. But I think that was the point, that he uses language as a weapon. And you saw Alfred out and about and what he's capable of. So that was a great opportunity for me to show the audience who this person actually is capable of being. So I love that.
I had quite a great time playing two different Edwards. Technically, I'd never done anything like that, and some of the directors had not either. So there was a process in figuring out the best way to go about it. But it was quite an extraordinary challenge and a joy to act with myself, in a split screen. So it's just me behaving like someone is actually there interacting with me. So the kind of preparation and execution of work was very new for me and fun.
For me, it was being able to show the side of Oswald. Had he never been bullied or tortured the way he had been, when he comes back from Arkham, he's wiped clean of all negative, violent impulses. And what you get to see in that moment is a true, kind, beautiful soul that's really underneath all of it, that's really at his core, that's who he is. Being able to show that was extremely gratifying. I would also say, though, the hardest part for me this season was were the two scenes where losing both of my parents in the show. It's one thing where story-wise it's a brilliant idea, but practically, I had the immense joy of working with Carol Kane and Paul Rubens, and when we lose them on the show, it's almost like I've lost this opportunity to continue working with them. They've been my idols growing up, and so that was very difficult for me.
Hello? I'm terribly sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
Not at all. Lilies.
Her favorite, if memory serves.
Yes, they were. Did you know her?
A long time ago. I found her again only in death, I'm afraid. I'm Elijah Van Dahl.
Oswald Cobblepot.
Cobblepot? You're related to Gertrude?
My mother.
Mother? You're Gertrude's son?
Yes. I'm sorry. How did you know my mother?
How old are you?
Excuse me?
How old are you? Gertrude left...
31.
31 years ago, yes. That's right. Oh, my God, she never told me.
Told you what?
That I had a son.
Obviously, season 3 is happening. What are kind of your hopes for it? I mean, what would you like to see happen?
We'll tell you in about half an hour. We'll see the scripts yet, but we have basic ideas. So I think
I just want Edward to open a bakery and just give it all a rest, you know?
I want Master Bruce to listen to me. Be nice, make a change.
I think all of us just really want to interact with each other more. I mean, that's one of the most gratifying things. We've been on the show now for 2 years, and anytime the characters can coincide, and I think that just makes the world so much more vivid and just more intricate, which I think is something that we all look forward to going into season 3.
Yeah, and we have some unfinished business because I turned away my friend when he was anew and terrifying me. So this we must reconnect and sort things out.
Shh, don't look at me. I'm not supposed to be talking to you. You doing okay? You look kind of funky.
I confess I've felt better.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I'm beyond help. Forget me, my friend. But if you would take care of my mother's grave, I'd be very grateful. If you'd visit occasionally, tell her I'm thinking of her.
I will.
She likes lilies.
Occasional visits. Lilies. Check.
Thank you.
On your feet, Cobblepot.
What's going on? Where are you taking me?
Arkham, you are insane, right?
And finally, obviously, the other elements of the DC world, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Do you think Gotham will very much stay its kind of own self-contained universe, or has there been any kind of chat about crossovers or links with other people? Or
I think it'll remain its own entity. I think aesthetically it's a very different show. I think content-wise it's a very different show, and I think the time of our show is different. You know, we're in a pre-Batman world, and while these other shows are in a superhero world, if that taints our world, then the very pressure on Bruce Wayne to become a vigilante, to save the city because he is the only hope, I think it kind of destroys that pressure cooker that Bruce is living in.
It would be hard to justify because I think generally the way I see it, Bruce Wayne, Batman is generally the same age as the Flash and as Arrow. They're all sort of in the same sort of generation, and to show them, they would have to, be children, I think, just to interact in our show, which is not to say that we wouldn't love that happening. It just doesn't seem like it would be particularly feasible, unfortunately.
Nobody here is getting out alive.
I'm not sick. I'm
free.
I'm sensing anger.